Okay, I'm gonna say it right now because the revelation is fresh and all the extra stuff. So mind your business. So boom, I'm spending time with the Lord. I'm ushering in His presence and whatnot. Right? I'm praying, and then the Lord tells me, "Don't let your tea get cold." Now, mind you, I fixed me a cup of tea. Just to how us girlies do. We have our Bible out. We gotta make it. We gotta romanticize our life. So I made me some tea to go along with it. I'm about to do Bible study, but I'm in the presence of the Lord and I'm praying all the extra stuff. Right? Boom, boom. So I'm in the middle of praying and I think I'm not done. But then as I'm praying, the Lord's like, "Don't let your tea get cold." I'm like, God is funny because what do you mean don't let your tea get cold and I'm in the middle of anyways. And to me, the instruction was weird because I'm like, Lord, I'm praying. I'm not done praying. But basically he was like, yes, you are. Go take a sip of your tea. Like, don't let your tea get cold. So I obey. I obey. I take a sip of my tea and it's the perfect temperature. So in that moment, I'm like, okay, good looking out, Lord. Like, thank you. And as I sip the tea, that's when he told you, I am always with you. And so I'm like, okay, Lord, you're speaking, you're speaking. So I look up, I am with you always. I know that's somewhere in Matthew 28. And I kid you not, when I opened up the Bible, let me show you. It was the only verse that I highlighted in the Bible. Now, this is connected to another word that God gave me, but He wants me to give this one like separately, specifically. So if you want to know the deeper revelation that He gave me, you have to go to like the other video because I don't want to, what I'm saying? But the Lord is saying, do not let your tea get cold. When He tells you to move on an instruction, even if it sounds odd, when He instructs you to do those certain things, He's doing it in that moment because it's the perfect timing for you to act on that, to obey His commandments. And if you know, as a tea drinker, once you reach that perfect temperature, you only have this certain amount of time, this open, like you only have this window to actually enjoy that perfect temperature of tea. And if you don't do your due diligence, you're gonna be drinking cold tea. Like, you gotta move on it. I know for me, sometimes I have to reheat my tea, if I get too busy with it. But the Lord is saying, get out of religion. I know there's these certain things because in my head I was praying and I'm like, God, I'm not done praying. Like, I don't want to interrupt my time of prayer with you. But the Lord instructed me, like, Deborah, you're done praying. You're done. Go take a sip of your tea. And so don't get caught up in religion and try to follow this one size fits all type of thing. If God is instructing you to do something, you move on that. The things we learn in church and the community that God blesses us with is to help us use it to apply it into our relationship with God. Your relationship with God is the most important thing because we know people can be fickle, okay? And many of the times when God tells us to move on something, everybody's not going to understand, and that's okay because it's not meant for everybody to understand. We are to be in a place to where we are focused on God, to where all the outside noise and the opinions of others do not matter. All that people pleasing and all that extra stuff has to go out the window. And so the Lord is saying, do not miss that window. And to understand that He's with you always. So if God is instructing you to move on that, He's giving you the command to go. Because this is the perfect window. This is the perfect temperature. You are at the perfect temperature. So don't let your tea get cold. All right, I don't want this to be too long. I pray this word was a blessing to you, and I love y'all. Love and blessings. Peace.